Good afternoon, gentlemen. Welcome to the Week 8 awards and the Week 9 preview. Really quickly to go over the Week 8, I got 3 out of 5 correct. I got Jones over Mike, Jake over Borelli, and Drost over Frankie correct, and that has moved me up to 22 out of 40 correct for the season. Speaking of the season and guessing games correctly, let's go right into this upcoming week. So I have Jake favored by 52% to my 48. I'm going to roll with Jake this week. My team's got a little bit of the injury bug, and Jake's team is looking like a wagon. John 53 to Mike's 47. I got Mikey this week. Dupe 61 to Borelli's 39. I got Dupe. Frankie 48 versus Dan's 52. I got Frank. And then Jones 62 to Drost's 38. I got Jones. To go through the awards, for week 8, the first one for Borelli, I have the Gambler Gambled Too Much Award, ? Borelli a couple weeks ago was set up in a wonderful position to progress through the season nicely, but he is 0-2 since he outed Dan and his trade, the antics that involved Brian Robinson and Darren Waller for Breece Hall. So Borelli gambled and did not do well since then. Drost, I have the Championship DVD Starts Now ? Award. Back in the day, different teams used to release championship DVDs when they won the championship, and the DVD always started with a team facing adversity and getting on the right track. Drost, with a gutsy win against Frankie, moved from 3-4 to 4-4, and if playoffs started today, he would be the 6th seed. Speaking of Frankie, I have the Most Likely Drafted While on an Indian Burial Ground award because he is just having the worst luck this year. Just countless really close losses or blowout losses, but I've always said it that I'd rather watch my team, whether it's fantasy or real life, lose a close game than lose a blowout rather than lose a close game. It's easier to stomach watching a team lose 28-0 than win it or losing 31-28 on like a 65-yard field goal. Going to Jake, I have Are You Bored Yet award, 2 weeks in a row of games that like a win is a win and it's hard to even get up for. So Jake, he is extremely boring and everyone just absolutely adores the Gritty Player of the Week award. For Dupe, I have the award labeled the Tony Soprano Kills Christopher Milisanti because Johnny is Dupe's best lieutenant and Dupe killed him last week to move up in the rankings. And then for Dan, I have the Executive Cuck Chair Supreme award. Dan scored the second most points this week, but still got his ass beat. Thank you to Breece Hall, who did that. Breece Hall, someone Dan traded away for someone who was on a bye and didn't contribute to Dan's high-scoring week. Let's go into the rankings. At number 10, I have Frank. At 9, Daniel. At 8, Borelli. At 7, Drost. At 6, Jones. At 5, John. At 4, Mike. At 3, Dupe. At 2, myself. And at 1, Jake. Thank you guys. Sorry the video's late. See you in the chat.